The documents were never meant to see the light of day. Confidential, sealed, buried in layers of legal language that only the wealthiest families can afford. But files have a way of surfacing when no one expects it. And what just leaked about Tiger Woods' $100 million estate is sending shockwaves through the golf world. For months, the narrative has been simple. Tiger and Vanessa, two divorced parents, blending their families slowly, carefully, deliberately. But the leaked documents tell a different story. A story of legal maneuvers, trust funds, and 5 children whose names are now quietly, permanently linked to the greatest golfer of all time. The question everyone is asking, did Tiger Woods just rewrite his legacy and tie Vanessa Trump's kids to his fortune? Subscribe for the full story of the leak that changes everything. It started with an anonymous email. A reporter covering Palm Beach County real estate received a tip late on a Sunday night. Nothing dramatic, just a suggestion to check recently filed court documents in an ongoing trust case. The connection to Tiger Woods wasn't obvious. The filings were buried under layers of legal language, the names redacted, the details obscured by the kind of confidentiality that money can buy. But money can't buy perfect secrecy. What the reporter found after weeks of digging was a document that had been improperly unsealed due to a clerical error. A trust amendment, dated just weeks ago, and in it, language that would change everything. The trustee shall hold and administer the trust property for the benefit of the grantor's spouse and the following individuals. Then 5 names. Not Sam Woods, not Charlie Woods, 5 names that belong to another family entirely. Kai, Donald III, Tristan, Spencer, Chloe. Vanessa Trump's children. The document wasn't a draft, it wasn't a proposal, it was executed, signed, notarized. 5 children, none of them biologically related to Tiger Woods, now named as beneficiaries in his estate planning. The implications were staggering. For months, the world had watched Tiger and Vanessa navigate their relationship with careful, deliberate steps. The Benjamin School parking lot, the quiet dinners, the moving trucks at Jupiter Island. But this was different. This wasn't about romance. This was about permanence, about legacy, about a man worth an estimated $1.3 billion deciding exactly who would inherit it. The story broke on a Thursday morning. By noon, it was everywhere. By evening, every major outlet had picked it up. The question on everyone's lips was simple. Had Tiger Woods just made Vanessa Trump's children his legal heirs? The answer, buried in those leaked files, was yes.
Tiger Woods didn't become a billionaire by accident. His estimated net worth of $1.3 billion comes from a combination of on-course earnings, $121 million in PGA Tour prize money, and off-course empire building, endorsements, course design, his TMRW sports venture, and a real estate portfolio that includes the Jupiter Island compound, a Palm Beach condo, and his late father's former home in California. The leaked documents don't specify an exact dollar amount tied to Vanessa's 5 children, but legal experts who have reviewed the filings estimate the trust amendment could be worth anywhere from $50 million to $100 million, depending on how assets are distributed and how Tiger's fortune grows in the coming years. This is not a symbolic gesture, one estate attorney explained. When you amend a trust to include non-biological children, you're making a legal and financial commitment that is extraordinarily difficult to undo. This is permanent. The Jupiter Island compound alone is valued at approximately $54 million. Built on 12 acres starting in 2006, it features 2 main structures, 3 putting greens, a practice area, and direct water access. If the trust includes a share of the property, or the right to live there, the value increases exponentially. But the amendment goes beyond real estate. It reportedly includes provisions for education, healthcare, and discretionary distributions, legal language that ensures Kai, Donald III, Tristan, Spencer, and Chloe are provided for regardless of what happens to Tiger and Vanessa's relationship. He's not just saying, "I love you," the attorney continued. He's saying, "You're my family. Legally, financially, permanently. You're my family." For Vanessa, the gesture carries weight far beyond dollars. Her first marriage ended with 5 children and a divorce that played out in tabloids. She spent nearly a decade building stability, raising kids, navigating life as a single mother. Tiger's amendment says she never has to worry alone again. For the children, the implications will unfold over decades: college tuition, wedding funds, down payments on first homes, a safety net that most kids can only dream of. And for Tiger, it's a statement about who he is at 50. Not just the golfer, not just the icon, the man building something that will outlast him.
The leaked documents didn't just reveal financial arrangements. They revealed something deeper. Tiger Woods has fully, legally, permanently embraced Vanessa Trump's 5 children as his own. This isn't about romance anymore. It's about family. Inside the Jupiter Island compound, the reality of that commitment is visible every day. Kai and Charlie practicing together before dawn, their swings sinking like they've been doing this forever. Donald III, once skeptical, now asking Tiger for advice on everything from course management to life decisions. Tristan and Spencer treating the compound's acres as their personal playground. Tiger occasionally joining their games with the patience of a man who never had brothers. Chloe, 10, still calling him T-Dawg and demanding he braid her hair before school. The legal language in those documents, beneficiary, trust, distribution, translates to something simpler inside those gates: security. When you've been through what these kids have been through, a source close to the family said, divorce, tabloids, the weight of a last name that never stops following you, security means everything. Tiger is giving them that. For Vanessa, the amendment is validation of everything she's built with Tiger, not just a relationship, but a family. Her children are now his, legally and financially. The blending that began with moving trucks and shared breakfast tables is now codified in documents that will outlive them all. The contrast with her first marriage is impossible to ignore. Donald Trump Jr. proposed with a free ring in exchange for a publicity stunt. Their divorce played out in headlines. The financial arrangements were private, but the narrative was public. Another Trump marriage, another failure. This time, there's no publicity, no free jewelry, no staged proposals, just a man, a lawyer, and a stack of documents that say, "You're mine, they're mine, we're family." For Kai, the amendment carries particular weight. She's 18, about to start her freshman year at the University of Miami, navigating her own relationship with Charlie Woods. Knowing that Tiger has legally secured her future, regardless of what happens between their parents, removes a weight she shouldn't have to carry. For the younger children, the implications will unfold over time, but the message is already clear. Tiger Woods isn't going anywhere. Neither are they.
The news broke on a Thursday morning. By noon, every major outlet had picked it up. By evening, the phones at Jupiter Island stopped ringing because everyone had already called. Kai learned about the leaked documents from a friend who sent her a link. She read the headlines, scrolled through the speculation, then walked downstairs to find Tiger in his study. "You didn't have to do this," she said quietly. Tiger looked up from his laptop. "I know. People are going to say things, write things, make it about money or politics or whatever they always make it about. Let them." Kai sat down across from him. "Why?" Tiger leaned back, considering the question longer than she expected. "Because I've spent my whole life being careful, protecting my image, calculating every move. And you know what I learned? You can win every tournament, sign every endorsement, answer every question perfectly, and people will still believe whatever they want to believe." He paused. "So no more calculating, no more careful. This is what I want. This is who I want to do it with. All of you." Kai didn't cry. She just nodded, stood up, and hugged him. Charlie heard the news at Florida State, surrounded by teammates who suddenly had a lot of questions. He handled it the way he handles everything: quietly,
thoughtfully, with a brief text to his father. Saw the news. Proud of you. Love you. Sam Woods at Stanford was more direct when she called that night. You're really doing this? I am. Good. That was all. 16 years after her parents' divorce, Sam had become the family's quiet anchor, the one who understood complexity without needing it explained. Donald Trump Jr. released a statement through his representative. My focus has always been the happiness and well-being of my children. This development doesn't change that. They're loved, they're secure, and they have two parents who put them first. That's enough. Ellen Nordgren's reaction came through mutual friends. She was informed, processed it privately, and said nothing publicly. Her silence, as always, was the loudest statement of all. Inside the compound, the youngest children processed the news differently. Tristan and Spencer wanted to know if this meant more allowance. Chloe asked if she could call Tiger Dad now. Vanessa explained that he'd always be Tiger, but yes, he was family, real family, the kind that shows up on paper and in life. The leaked documents changed everything in the public eye. Inside those gates, they just confirmed what everyone already knew.
The documents are signed. The trust is established. 5 children who share no blood with Tiger Woods are now legally, permanently tied to his fortune. But the question everyone is asking is simpler than any legal language. What happens now? For the immediate future, nothing changes. The children will continue their routines, Kai at Miami, Charlie at Florida State, the younger ones at Benjamin School. Tiger will continue his recovery, his board meetings, his careful navigation of a body that has survived more than anyone thought possible. Vanessa will continue holding everything together, the quiet architect of this sprawling, complicated, beautiful family. But the long-term implications are staggering. The financial reality. Tiger's estimated net worth of $1.3 billion is now divided, not equally, not publicly, but intentionally, among 7 children instead of 2. Sam and Charlie remain primary beneficiaries, sources confirm, but Vanessa's 5 children are now part of the equation. College tuition, wedding funds, down payments, trust distributions that will shape their lives for decades. Kai, at 18, will never have to worry about student loans. Donald III, 16, can pursue any dream without financial fear. Tristan, Spencer, and Chloe will grow up knowing that the man who came into their lives when they were young made sure they'd always be secure. The emotional reality. The amendment does something no legal document can quantify. It formalizes permanence. These 5 children have already lost one family structure. Divorce, no matter how amicable, leaves scars. Knowing that Tiger has legally committed to them, regardless of what happens between him and Vanessa, removes a fear that children of divorce carry silently. They don't have to wonder, a family friend explained. They don't have to worry about what happens if things change. The document says it clearly, your family, forever. The Dynasty question. The Woods-Trump dynasty is no longer a tabloid phrase, it's a legal reality. 7 children, 2 of the most famous last names in America, billions in combined family wealth. The implications for business, for golf, for the intersection of sports and politics are impossible to predict. Charlie and Kai, already close, now share something beyond their parents' relationship. They're step-siblings, yes, but also co-beneficiaries of a legacy that will outlive them all. The younger children will grow up with a unique understanding of privilege and responsibility. The wedding question. The leaked documents have reignited speculation about a wedding. If Tiger is willing to legally bind Vanessa's children to his fortune, what's stopping him from binding himself to her? Friends say the ring that surfaced weeks ago wasn't an engagement, but it also wasn't nothing. The documents suggest the question isn't if, but when. For now, the family moves forward quietly. The headlines will fade, the speculation will continue. But inside the gates of the Jupiter Island compound, 7 children and 2 adults are learning what it means to be family, not on paper, but in practice. The leaked files changed how the world sees them. It doesn't change how they see each other. For more stories at the intersection of sports, legacy, and family, subscribe and hit the notification bell.